Today we're going to start talking about perimeter. Tomorrow we will talk about area. Perimeter and area are two measurements that people tend to get confused with each other quite often. Perimeter is the distance around a figure. So for example, if you were having to find the length of a fence or the size of a picture frame or border. So just going around the outside edges is perimeter.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just like if there's like one square, like a frame, well, you know how long it is from perimeter. You count one side, then the other, four sides, and equal that up to see what length the perimeter is.
So a formula is an equation that uses letters and numbers to show how quantities are related. You can use a formula to show how the length, width, and perimeter of a rectangle are related. So we're going to represent the length of a rectangle with the letter L. We will represent the width of a rectangle with the letter W. We will represent perimeter with the letter P. Okay? So one way that we could find the perimeter of this rectangle is I could say 10 feet plus 4 feet is 14 feet, right? But what is this side? It doesn't tell me a measurement over here. How do you know?
Because on one side it's 10 feet, so since the top is the same length, it would have to be 10 feet.
So is that a property of a rectangle that opposite sides are equal?
Yeah.
Yes, so that's a property of a rectangle. So that's how we know that. Okay, if this side is 4 feet, then this side is also 4 feet. So that means I'm going to have to add another 10 feet and 4 feet for a total of 28 feet. So that's one way we could do it, just simply adding up the sides.
Yeah, that's
And that's perfectly fine. There is absolutely nothing wrong with just adding up all four sides to get your perimeter. But there is a formula that we can use. And this is the formula that I tend to use. So perimeter of a rectangle is the same thing as saying 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Now, where is this 2 times the length coming from? Why would we need to say 2 times the length? How many lengths do we have?
2, 4.
That's why. Because we have 2 of them, you see?
Yeah.
2. And then why do I need 2 times W, 2 times the width? Because there are 2 widths. Here's a 4, and there's another 4. So that's why it's 2 times the length, 2 times the width, then add it up.
So, I was going to say, why do we say 2 times length, or why don't we just say like 2 times 2 or something instead of
Well,
length?
and the reason why we're using these variables, length, is because not all rectangles are going to have the same measurement. So we could replace this L with whatever number that rectangle has.
Oh, so like we're just putting the L there because first we're doing the length.
Of whatever rectangle.
So you don't have to get confused.
Mm-hmm.
So they know like which part they have to do.
Yep.
Then with the width, they already know what
Exactly.
they need to do.
Exactly. Yep.
Because they already done one, so it's obviously the other one.
So that's the whole purpose of the formula, is to help keep your brain on track with what all you need to do.
Yeah, this is starting to seem a little more simple.
Yeah, so let me show you an example here. So we've got perimeter equals, we could do 2 times length plus 2 times width, okay? So, what's the length?
The length is 11 yards. 2 times 8 or 8 yards.
It doesn't really matter. Honestly, it doesn't matter which one you call length and which one you call width. But usually the one that goes sideways is the length, but it doesn't really matter. And then the width is what?
The width is 11.
Okay? So this is the same thing as saying 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 11, 22. And then if I add 16 and 22, I get 38.
So it'll be, the perimeter and all would be 38.
Yes. Now the other way to do it, if you're looking at this and this is just, it's not doing it for you, and I understand, we can do 8 plus 8 plus 11 plus 11, and we'll get the same answer.
And 8 plus 8,
16,
and
17,
11 plus 11 is
18.
22.
1, 2, 3.
What?
And we will get the same answer either way, because again, we're taking 2 lengths, 2 widths, and adding them together. Yeah. Associative. But kind of commutative.
Call it the width.
Because it's how wide something is, I guess, or I don't know.
Miss Moore, I understand like the 8 and the 211,
Uh-huh.
but how did you get the 18?
I said 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 1 is 17, plus 1 is 18.
Oh.
Right? Hmm.
I'm skilled by it keeps itching, but the thing you know how you keep itching, but the thing starts to come off.
Why don't you get a Band-Aid for it?
It really itches. I just now I got eaten up all over. So
Hey,
All right, we're not done.
I'm not Cuphead.
Okay,
Packhead.
we're still working. And all right, so again, 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Or we could say length plus length plus width plus width. So let's start out because we have a fraction here, and sometimes fractions are intimidating. So let's go ahead and take care of those guys. 1/2 plus 1/2 equals what?
1.
1 whole. If you have half a brownie and I have half a brownie and we put our 2 halves together, what do we have? A whole. We have a whole. So 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1 whole. So I'm going to move that over here to the whole number category.
What?
Because this is 1 whole, right?
Oh, yeah.
So 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 1 is 19. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 2.
So Miss Moore. So what we just have to do is we just have to add, like, once we have like the half thing, all we have to do is like if it's like 8.5, we could just do like 8.5 plus 8.5.
And then we're going to take 3 plus 3 more because we have 2 widths, right?
Is that some kind of weird longitude division, but not?
No, this is addition.
So it'll be
I know.
This is just straight, I'm straight up just adding.
So it's 25.
19 plus 3 is 22, plus 3 more is 25. Where do you see a 2, baby?
No, like, how did you
Right here?
No, how did you get like? Oh, that's why you said 1 because I did 1 plus 1 and 2. No, I'm wondering like how did you get 2 of those, like 9.
Oh, because with a rectangle, one of the properties of the rectangle is whatever this length is, this side is going to be equal to it.
Oh yeah.
And whatever this side is, that side is equal to it.
I forgot about that.
So-
And if this is like your first time seeing it, like it's not, but if it is, like you see this length right
Yes.
here, it would be 9.5. So, and since this is like the same length, it would have to be the same.
Why does white always have those? Exactly.
Well, sometimes hearing it from a different voice is helpful. No, you don't have anything to apologize for. You did good. I liked it. It was a good explanation, and I appreciated it. And I'm sure it benefited somebody, even if they don't want to acknowledge it yet. Okay? All right. So today we are going to be finding the perimeter. You may use the formula. Perimeter equals 2 times L plus 2 times W, or you can just add up the 4 sides. But we are finding perimeter, which is the outside edge of an object.